PC, my friend. All right, so this is it. Look at you. We only have to read one section since we're close to. Since we had such a long adventure outing, I'll be flexible and say that we only do one section. Okay. Nice. The call to. Oh, I'll wait for you to let me know when you're ready. Bible? Okay. The call to holy living. So don't allow sin to reign in your mortal body, to make you obey its desires. Nor should you. Over here? Alright. Nor should you present your limbs and organs to sin to be used for its wicked purposes. Rather, present yourself to God as people alive from the dead, and your limbs and organs to God to be used for the righteous purposes of his covenant. Sin won't actually rule over you, you see, since you are not under law but under grace. You ready?
Okay.
Right. So it's saying we got to present our members through righteousness, to Jesus. So what do we mean by members, right? What do you think it mean by members?
People.
Actually, your body. Like it's another word for like your limbs, your organs. You're presenting your whole being to good works, to loving Christ and loving others. We ended the last section with... Oh, absolutely. Grease is grease, my friend. Cold or warm is still grease. You know, you actually press the up button. I felt the table go up a bit. When you turn the chair, it must have pressed the up button. The Leon? Okay. What happened is I must have pulled up Restream before you said anything. Dark Deception. That sounds interesting.
Dark Deception.
Sounds like a metal name. Dark. There it is. Oh, it's free. Oof. That looks like something I can't be showing around my brohim. All right, ready to continue, Char?
That'll make it go up again. Everything.
We ended the last section with a picture of someone moving house. Do you remember that analogy? So it'll be like, like you're in a house and the landlord. You know who a landlord is?
Yeah.
So it's like here. I actually don't own this house. I rent it. So someone else actually owns the property. So imagine the person who owns the property like busts down the door and demands me to make payments.
Like this.
Yeah. And just like always like commanded me to do things. But then I actually moved under a new a tenant who is kind and gentle and help me like work out my terrible landlord. My previous terrible landlord. All right. So the person has moved houses, changing from one landlord to another. Let's extend that a bit. Imagine that I'm a small holder living out in the countryside. About 1,000 years ago, my little farm sits on the border between two great estates. And for years, the lord of the manor in whose land I actually live has had me completely under his thumb. In particular, whenever he has wanted to fight a war or even a local skirmish, he has called on me to join up and fight on his side, and has threatened me with all sorts of unpleasantness. Things like burning down my house down, for instance, if I don't come along. What's more, he has more than once made me get all my farm implements, nice peaceful things like hoes and spades, and take them down to the blacksmith to make them into swords and shields. So off we go to fight his wars, when really I ought to be looking after the farm. Well, eventually I saw the light and moved just across the river to the other side. Sorry, it's my mother-in-law called me. All right, got that finished through. Okay. We build a new house. So this is like imagining during medieval times. So you own a house in the country, and there's a lord though who owns the land around you. But then he will constantly have you go fight his wars and threaten all sorts of nastiness if you don't fight his wars. But then, but yet all along you want peace. You want to work the field. Look after the farm. And so you decided this time to actually move on a different land with a different lord. And he is always having you work towards good things like hospitals, schools. Okay. So we built a new house, brought all our stuff across, and settled down. Fortunately, my own landlord was away at the time, or would have tried to stop me. The noble lord who owns the land where I now live gave us a wonderful welcome and charges us a lot less rent than the other one. From time to time, my old boss has come down and threatened to send his henchmen across and do, yes, all sorts of unpleasant things to me once more. But I think he's secretly afraid of my new landlord. I get on with my work and looked after my farm, and my new master gets me to help with his work, which is quite different from the battles my old boss used to drag me into. My new master is building schools and hospitals, especially for the really poor people, and sometimes he asks me to bring my tools and help in the work. And if someone's in special need, a death in the family, a fire, animal sick, whatever, he asks me to help out in this way or that. Sometimes, of course, it's an effort, but I'm glad to do it, especially for him. A harmless fiction. I quite like living in the Middle Ages on paper, but I'm sure I wouldn't have liked it in reality. But it makes the point at which these verses are driving. What is involved in becoming a Christian and then living the life of God's renewed humanity is a change of master. This all seems very odd to some people. There are many today, as there were probably many in Paul's day, since he finds it necessary to stress his point, who simply don't think in these terms. There are many who treat the Christian gospel as just a way of being religious, without seeing the radical demands it makes on every aspect of life. But there is no neutral ground. Bob Dylan declared, in his Christian phase, I take it, you gotta serve somebody. It may be the devil, the song went on, or it may be the Lord, but you gotta serve somebody. Well, So like watch like the light on the keyboard? I'm down giving it a try, but I'm seeing it's too distracting. If the screen is becoming too distracting, then I request that while we read, the screen's off, okay? So you're going to turn on the computer, but leave the monitor off.
Yeah.
So you can have the light there. Okay. You can still turn off the monitor while it's doing all that. The computer will still go. You don't have to have the monitor on while it's turning on. Right. It's there. So now let's turn off the monitor, please. There are many who treat the Christian gospel as just a new way of being religious, without seeing the radical demands it makes on every aspect of life. But there is no neutral ground. Bob Dylan declared in his Christian phase, I take it, you gotta serve somebody. It may be the devil, the song went on, or maybe the Lord, but you gotta serve somebody. But Paul doesn't mention the devil at this point. But when he talks about sin, there is a sense of a superhuman power, a force or energy which is more than the sum total of unhelpful instincts and wrong actions. This force can and does act like a tyrannical landlord, making demands and backing them up with threats. You must live like this. You must go out and get drunk. You must indulge your appetites as fully as you can. You must help yourself to other people's property. You must develop new types of weapons to kill more and more people. You must extend your business empire as far as you possibly can. The list is endless, as it was in Paul's day. And here comes the threats. If you don't live like this, you're missing out on real life. You'll never be satisfied till you give in. You'll get sick or stale. People will laugh at you. Your economy will crumble. Your enemies will take advantage of you. Whenever someone says, oh, but I couldn't possibly give that up, and maybe that they have a sober and realistic view of the necessities of life, but it's quite likely that they are simply afraid of the threats of the old landlord. Perhaps the most important word in this little section is the first one, so, or you could translate it, therefore. This passage joins onto the previous one, where Paul urges his readers to remind themselves to calculate and work out where they now lived. They have crossed the river. They don't belong in the old territory anymore. They are not only under no obligation to obey the old landlord, they are under a new obligation not to obey him, but to obey the new one instead. And the main weapon they have in that particular battle is to remind themselves of who they are through baptism and faith. Martin Luther, when tempted and tested inside and out, used to shout, Baptizus sum, I have been baptized. Oh wait, you wanted me to yell that?
Yeah.
Baptizus sum, I have been baptized. Like that?
Yeah.
So, baptizatus sum. Now your turn. Well, what does it mean?
I've been baptized.
I have been baptized. And what did Martin Luther, when he used to say this? He'll shout it when he was feeling tempted. Because you got to remember, like when you want to do things on your own, do it for yourself. Be greedy. Be mean.
That's not how it
You got to remember your new nature. And I highly recommend being baptized. Because it's a good reminder. Like it's like literally a declaration of the inward reality. The kingdom movement reality that you have adopted. That, rather to surprise the many Christians who suppose Paul and indeed Luther would have been wary of such a claim, is the ultimate basis for the new stand. In particular, Paul envisioned the various parts of the human body as implements or to be used in the service of the master. One second. There we go. There we go. In particular, Paul envisioned the various parts of the human body as implements to be used in the service of this master or that, our limbs and organs, and for that matter, our mind, memory, imagination, emotions of will, are to be put at the disposal not of sin, but of God. We are to think and act as people who have come through the river and out the other side, that is, who have died and been raised to new life. We should not miss the powerful implications of this, backed up in more detail at several points in the first letter to the Corinthians. What we do in the present time, when we offer our whole selves to God's service, is the beginning of resurrection life. Of course, there will be an enormous change when the resurrection itself occurs, as Paul assures us it will, in 8:11 elsewhere. Our present bodies will decay and die, but when we are raised, then, no doubt to our great surprise, the work we have done in the present, in the service of the new master, will turn out to be part not only of who we are, but of the new world we have brought into being. Present yourselves to God, says Paul, as people are alive from the dead. Verse 14 adds a different note, reminding us of a theme which, as so often, we might have forgotten, but Paul has not. One of the reasons sin will not rule over you, one of the reasons the old landlord has no authority over you, is that when you left his territory, you also left behind the place where the law rules. Think back to chapter 5. There are two spheres, two places to live, the Adam humanity and the Messiah humanity. Shockingly, God's law appears to be part of the Adam world rather than the Messiah world. How this can be, Paul will take the whole of chapter 7 to explain. But for the moment, just in case anyone might think that embracing the Jewish law will help them in serving the new master, Paul rules it out. You are under the rule of grace, not of the law. That is, under the direct and generous rule of God, through the death and resurrection of his Son. One of the lies of the old master, of course, is that the new master himself really is a tyrant, is really out to cramp your style and make you live a shrunken, futile kind of existence. All those don't do this, don't do that rules. One of the most important reminders of who we are and where we live as Christians is that the God we now serve is the God whose middle name is Jesus. The God, in other words, whose very character is grace, generous love. All right, we can start, friend.
Wait, present. Wait, present.
Thank you.
No, present.
All right, Charlie, if you want to see where you can mess with graphics, you hit video and it's all here.
Is that just the windows?
I'm asking is I asked Isaiah to get me into the company he's in. But there's like a wait list.
Copyright from Jada. Camp levels.
Hmm. Show frames per second. So it'll tell you like a number of like.
I just said first person. I was like, you can go in first person? Honestly, that'd be
Mm-hmm.
fine, not feel. Whoa, we both fell at the same time. Perfect timing.
Hmm. The whole island has gotten cold. Some areas more cold than the other. Ah, there's a cartoon Hello Neighbor. That's news to me.
Train us back up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just got the brilliant gem for my Axie. I'm just trying to get the stuff that I need for my gem. And now I need, what was the other one? The malachite? I can't remember.
You can read a book, Hello Neighbor Missing Pieces. Do you know that cartoon Hello Neighbor will release soon? It is on Tiny Bill channel and it will last 12 minutes. Some more 2 episodes will be released this year and next. Oh, that's fun.
Hello, boys.
You, my friend, are definitely a great knowledge of Hello Neighbor. It's a flood of information. M-E. Oh, you spelled void wrong also. Mm-hmm.
Now it's ready. And
T-A-L.
I guess we're gonna have to find it. It's a secret.
All right. Territory stand. Hello. All right.
I don't need stem metal ore. I like two stem metal. Metal. Is this how you get to the ingots? Okay. Maybe I can make some real money from selling one of my tier 4 weapons. I can make some real money out of that.
I don't think so. I don't think you can make any money.
Oh, then that's, yeah, you're probably right. I need that
Because like everyone can get to 60 pretty quick, and then after that it's all about getting your item score to like around 600. Nope. That happened. Nope. And you do a little doodah.
Can I just set my page?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And also why I won't search a void map. Because this is the
Oops. Buh.
Did you know if it says lag detected, it like stops the game so you don't crash, like you can't move.
These
That's
are
probably
of
from
a
the cord.
good,
Remember we talked about
strong
the cord
make
issue?
and a solid design.
Nick, I knocked it
I can see how
disconnected,
this would
so-
help.
Mm.
But there is... No! To use these would be wrong. They are tainted by corruption. Given enough time, I think I could design something better. Now that I know the secret of taming, there is one thing left to do. Find the perfect pet. I have a list here of all the traits I'm looking for. Sturdy, beautiful pelt, keeps my feet warm at night, eats anything, delicious when cooked just in case it goes feral and things don't work out. Of course not. You just need to know that you have to go out and collect boar bristles. It's the only way I can be sure I'm right.
Bum, 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 bum. Hmm.
I feel so dumb right now.
How do you feel? How do you feel like a silly goose?
You know how I need an opal for my spear?
Uh-huh.
What?
Well, now it's not charging me any of the material to travel. That's nice. Yay. Yay. Mm-hmm. You do have a lot for 400. You got a lot. Your inventory is pretty stacked, my friend. Nice. Not bad. Look, Char, look how close I am to
Here.
60.
You deserve this more than I ever did. It's the bribe the Wormsworn pirates paid me to stop my patrols. By visiting all of those bridges, you've helped to remove the stain upon my name. You've done more to earn this than I ever did.
And it will be salvaged down. And the salvage you go. Of the void. Yeah, I'll let him. Such a glorious pile. Yes. Yes. Oh. Oh, that's something you use for crafting. It will add that boost. What's this? Why do you ping it? I see. Here we go. Ooh, fancy, fancy, fancy trees. I'm in Cutlass Keys, bottom left. Just finishing up some quests that I had here. Is what level are we looking at? Okay, let me finish up the quest here because I'm tired of traveling down here. There's no teleportations, and then I'll be down. I'll do it. Yeah, like I said, after I finish up the quest here, I'll totally do it. It's just every time it's like a long travel every time they get here, and it's like it's pretty annoying. So yeah, it's a corruption node. Yeah. We invite David's on. Yeah, he's on. Okay. Yes, dude? Yeah. There you go. We'll have fun. But when you need to... Oh, I finally found the gems! How dare you, mister! How dare you! Ah! Ah! Eggnog! No! Those are my gems! Go away! I just want to collect one of them. Oh! No! Get out of here! Get out of here! I said... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I don't know why. It felt so nice to gather the shinies. Make sure nothing's broken where I can't. Oh, okay. He's not here yet. He'll connect when he's ready. Okay. Travel to Fishbone. Alright, gotta finish this mission now. Dude, it's your gear. You can make whatever call you want. But when we're puppying, we just have to be honest that if you're not building right, that we're having to carry you. And then like it just makes it hard to group up. But then also that's why we're doing research. And so starting tomorrow, we always watch one research video on how to build right. And that includes me. When you're watching a how to build hatchet, I'm going to be watching how to build healer builds. So it goes for both of us because we're both, let's be honest, we're both pretty newbie at this game. And so that's okay. It's okay to say, I need education. Say it with me, Char. I need education. All right. Little trip. If you can, do it. Nice reading material. Note from Sailor Master Boss. Taking this coin with it. Get out of here. I just want to read. Taking the coin was a terrible idea. We've had nothing but bad luck ever since it came aboard our ship. Ah! Let the man read! First we had a month with no merchant ship crossing our path. Then we lost our captain to a storm that came out of nowhere. And now the Vernal Bounty has crashed into this place. If only we'd never seen the touch coin. Nice. cool. I mean, all I request, I could go anywhere. I just want to, because all I request is, do you see his missions? Do you see how there's no traveling bars in this bottom left point? That means I have to just huff it down here, and it's just like, it's getting annoying. And so I just want to finish this out before I do anything else.
Fire damage.
And grab all the Christmas presents for little Timmy.
That's
Whoop.
combo in me.
Whoop, whoop,
Oh, so
whoop.
much damage. So
Broke
much
your
damage.
AI path.
So much damage.
Oh, do I have to actually? Oh, I see. It's the general area. Oh, there it is. Notes from Bootswin Gibbons. Ah! I like to read it though. Notes from Bootswin Gibbons. Charles keeps wondering on about this super coin. I, for one, don't put much stock in superstitions, but maybe he's onto something. There's something wrong with the crew, and they are forgetting themselves. I think it's this place. But Tross is convinced it's the coin. Say he's going to do something about it. Sweet. Finally. Get over it. Okay, and then now I go onto here. Actually, I will go turn. I'll turn in my mission over there. Fear my mask. What? Nice. Because I do the little doodah dance, and I have also awesome wood. It's a gathering material. Well, that's a sick hammer, dude. That is actually really awesome looking. Nice. 445. Nice.
You did it. That's my old sextant, looking no worse for wear being away from me. I guess my old crew really did take care of our ship and all that was on it. Though even they can look at the stars with new eyes. Ah, this really brings back memories. Like the time the Storm Petrel lived up to her name. We sailed through a fearsome storm, and I used the smallest sliver of sky to guide us along.
Sing, ding,
There's nothing I can't chart with my sextant.
ding.
Though it
I'm
wasn't the only
sexy!
device I needed for my job. I had a wonderful mariner's astrolabe, the finest you ever did see. My granddad had used it, back when he sailed. I was scouting out the ship Nizam's foresight. I was hoping to find an intact dinghy so I could sail out and get a better view of the stars. But when I got there, all it had was some withered who decided to rob me. I couldn't let them have my astrolabe. I stashed it in a chest at Nizam's foresight, then ran the other direction to lead them away from it. I regret leaving it behind. I must have it back. Would you
I
recover
must
it?
have it back. Get up over there. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Char.
Oh, good. There's no Pokemon. Race to the
All right. So Friday. So that's all later. Friday. What's going on Saturday? So Charlie, we might be able to do it at least. Oh, I hope we get to 60 tomorrow. But at least, I mean, there's always future invasions. But tomorrow there's an invasion at 7. That at least one of us might, or one of or both of us might be able to do. Let's read bitter trials. Jags will get you a barrel aged gin, grapefruit bitters, ground sugars roots, water. Recipe for Storm Surge Surprise. A pleasant surprise from the fresh spice rum. Use cranberries, juice 1 orange, 1 puree, sugar beet.
That sounds like a boss fight.
Anytime you find your seat, tequila, touch time. Disaster stew. Nope. Nope. It seems like it is. I can't get it.
Oh my gosh, I can never get that loot.
Maybe we could get it from behind. That'd be funny. Here we go. Oh no.
Good.
Yep. Goodbye. Goodbye, loot. You were once.
Imagine it's better than yours.
What if it was a legendary? Just it was a gold bag and I just couldn't get it.
Oh my gosh. That would be the dumbest thing on earth.
What's that? That's funny.
Coffee? Why do you need coffee?
Coffin.
Yo, are you even gonna do anything? Yo, look at his axe, Curry. It has like a skull.
That's cool.
It must be electric.
They struck as soon as the parley had finished the line cowards.
Look at his axe, Curry.
The lion cowards and now this
Curry, look at
godforsaken
his axe.
island Doom Assault. We have salvaged much we could from the wreckage, but there's no time. Hopefully the season claim them for good.
That's such a...
Oh.
What the?
That's a pretty cool axe, yeah. I don't trust that stranger no matter what Iron Toe says. Where did he come from? How long he's been watching us? Why is he only shows up after we have completed all the difficult work of building his place? Something's not right. He stinks of death. Oh, there's a guide. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know there was a guide this whole time. That's funny. Fishing, faction. Player versus players and wars. Open world PvP. Fort control. Okay, what is fort control? Flag players can battle at each fort for its control. Take part flag for PvP and go for it. You wish to compete and enter through any of the gates. One side, claim and hold your ground. Increase influence and XP gains. Owning a fort does not affect overall control term, but may be instrumental in declaring a war for ownership. Modes. Okay. So, hmm. Okay, well, okay, I got a little quest turn in over there. Let me see here. Let me scroll out. Okay, I got quest turn in. And that mission's by a waypoint. So after that, as long as there's no other mission here, I'm good. Yeah. It's for the ice snow thing. Oh, okay. I purposely focus on. I only pop out the void when I'm fighting. What's this? Oh. Oh no. You hear me say something like "such kabooey." Dude, it feels so nice to be level 60. I know, because you know we ended, and I just got tired of. I just got so burned out. But I was like, a piece of me's like, I gotta go back and get next level. And now look, Mama, be proud. Your boy has become level 60. Ooh. 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 What's this? Oh, Iron Toe has really gotten something this time. Why do you think this was going to be such a good idea? Well, we knew not to trust those backstabbers. How many times were we going to let them play us fools? Wait. You're too much of a pain to leave me. Oh. That tail whack. Okay. He curls up his. Oh man, there's two alligators in there. Run away!
What do you mean you're so high level?
Okay, I just need to find. Oh, Iron Toe has fallen gravely ill. Edward is tending to his needs, but I don't hold out hope that he will last this week. I've seen this before with my own father, but the way Edward speaks, he instills hope, even in the dying. All right, one more. Monkey? I feel like it. Like my guy just like hopped out like a monkey. All right. Oh, I gotta turn in. That's where I'm going. Yes. Yes. Present? For me?
Now that astrolabe is a sight for sore eyes. Just look at the way it moves smoothly with no sand in it. They don't make these like they used to. In fact, I'm not sure anyone on Eternum really makes them the old way. I have my sextant for charting the skies at night, and my astrolabe for charting the seas during the day. I figure I can use these to chart the tides and the constellations. That reminds me, there's one more thing I need. That's my old sea charts. Over 20 years of work went into those before I ever reached the shores of this cursed island. And once I landed, well, I kept them around to remind me of the past. Until they were stolen. Well, some of my old crew left the condemned shallows, joining up with the worm-sworn pirates. They knew I was charting the tides, and mistakenly thought I was trying to find a way off the island. Those poor fools stole my sea chart. I heard they took the charts to one of their bases, an old ship by the name of Siren's Magnificence. Those thieves have stashed it away from prying eyes in a chest, likely because they couldn't read it.
Alright, Char. Maybe we called it in. Oh. Oh, you're right there. Thanks. Alright, you wanna do corrupted portals?
I just go for your question, and it's like there's so many portals on the way. I don't do those.
So you're saying like do these like portals?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
and it's on the way, so.
Let's do it. Makes sense.
And
You know. I do like your hatchet.
fire. Get it? Yes. I'm gonna do it. Are you kidding me? Huh? I never knew it costed 20 coins.
To repair?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How legendary it is. All right, drink some eggnog. See, if, make sure if you have any of these attribute foods. Hit tab.
I have this.
Tab. Just scroll down. You have to scroll down.
It is an
Oh,
attribute.
all right, eat it before you do it. There you go. You got double the amount because you ate that. Combat. Combat. Oh, I see my map is telling me, no, my map's telling me there's something to mine here. Oh, there it is. Okay. We are also in a low level area, so. Oh, you are? Oh, yep, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Come on. I don't too, but that's okay. I'm coming.
Help.
Oh, just get in the circle. Oh. Let's break it together. Oh. Wait, stay in my circle. You stand up. Alright, Alright, you're healed. Come on. Charlie, attack the dude. I was healing you. Attack the dude. Okay. Okay, get this corruption former off me. Get the main dude. Just there we go. There we go. There we go. Get this former, and then we'll break this. That's fine. Well,
Let me open my chesty. Right, chesty?
so you're open your chesty.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Now to this one.
Sure.
Yeah, Astroff staff victory. This is Astroff staff coins. This is Astroff staff coins.
Yeah, we just have to continue the main story. Actually, well, dude, you need to get this aggro off me. Okay, healing circle around the enemy.
Thanks. I like how
Alright, let's close it.
oh god.
Yeah, you got surrounded. That was. Yep, nothing can do there.
I'm actually really close to you.
I'll just keep on. I almost want to put, what is it? Miranda. All right, Char. We're at spot where we need to go through break step. So we can get right here and look over. We're not in PvP mode. Are you somewhere safe? Okay, looks like you're in somewhere safe if you're killing pig. Alright, so you just want to get to me? Mm-hmm. Alright, looks like you're in a safe place. We're together. Alright, so let's... Alright, do you like to just hop right into reading step? Reading break? Alright, Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom, then we can get right into reading, okay? All right. The two types of slavery.
Wait, let's see how long it is.
Let's do it. What then? Yeah. You can have as much pizza as you. I mean, you ate all your healthy food, right? Yeah, I mean, pizza is protein, so yeah.
Slightly protein.
All right. I will say though, you are a big boy, and you can get the slice yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Wait, I can have my chips since I ate my orange.
You can have your chips since you ate your orange. You also have your smoothie in there too, by the way.
I'm gonna go to my movie.
And actually, I'll get a large flask of water. Since you're doing that.
Move the keyboard. Part from your pizza. It's empty. Krusty Krab pizza. I got from it. Hey, great, Krusty Krab pizza. Maybe I'll bring that home.
But I need you to add. I need you to drink. Do more hydration, I think. But before next allotment to right here, okay?
Okay. That's easy. I get an E with a Z. Easy.
All right. You ready?
Battle.
Okay.
I already did it. Okay.
Good job, friend.
Krusty Krab pizza.
What then? Shall we sin because we are not under law but under grace? Certainly not. Don't you know that if you present yourself to someone as obedient slaves, you really are slaves of the one you obey? Whether that happens to be sin, which leads to death, or obedience, which leads to final vindication. Thank God that though you once were slaves to sin, you have become obedient from the heart to the pattern of teaching to which you were committed. You are freed from sin, and now you have been enslaved to God's covenant purposes. I'm using a human picture because of your natural human weakness. For just as you presented your limbs and organs as slaves to uncleanliness, and to one degree of lawlessness after another, so now present your limbs and organs as slaves to covenant justice, which leads to holiness. So, when you present yourself, so when you use your members to clinging to do right works, it leads to it shows like your right vindication. But if you use yourself for selfishness and death, it leads to consequences. Oh, wait. I can't do it right.
Conversation.
No, it's
Consequences, you say?
Consequence. Oh my gosh, it's a Key and Peele video.
Consequences beyond your wildest imaginings. And all bad.
That's true. All right, what part's this, Char? Commentary.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Conversation.
Consequences. Look it up, David. One of our newspaper columnists. Oh, that's loud. One of our newspaper columnists came up with a bright idea for achieving two purposes at once. British society, in common with many others in the Western world, is facing a worrying rise in youth crime. Many young people have no jobs, no purpose in life. They have plenty of energy, but not much money and no chance to do and enjoy the kind of things they see on the television. So they turn to crime and become hard-working experts at all kinds of skills, both physical and mental. We do not, it seems, have very much idea as a society how to cope with this problem. Labeling such people as criminals and locking them up doesn't seem to be doing much good. At the same time, many people in England lament the fact that our cricket team never quite manages to perform up to expectations. We have succeeded in other sports from time to time, but at the time of writing, it is a long time since English cricket, once the pride and joy of the country, did as well as it should. Very well, suggested the columnist. Here is the answer. Take those energetic but dangerous young men off the streets. Put them, by all means, in some kind of detention center, but let their regime be, quite simply, that they are trained to perform on the sports field. Compulsory physical training, learning all the skills of the sport. Endless time to practice. Before too long, we should have a new generation of cricketers ready to take on the world. He didn't add, though he might have done, that since Australia is England's greatest enemy in cricketing terms, there is a certain appropriateness in this method of selection. After all, as Australians themselves frequently remark, their ancestors, deported criminals, were selected by the finest magistrates in London. Joking apart, the point of the illustration is that all the energy and initiative which at present is going into crime needs not to be squashed but to be channeled in a good direction. Just as you presented your limbs and organs as slaves to uncleanliness, so now present them to God as slaves to his covenant purposes. There is a sharp challenge there for Christians in every age and generation, not least those who have come to faith as adults. Think of the way in which in your former life you employed a lot of energy in going after things which you now regard as wrong. Are you using that same energy, imagination, and initiative in working for God's kingdom and extending his covenant purposes in the world? This challenge is a sharp edge of the contrast. In this passage between the two types of slavery, Paul is eager to ward off any suggestion that because as Christians we are free from the slavery of sin, this gives us the freedom to do anything that comes into our heads. That is, once more, a charge he must have met quite often, not least from Jews and Jewish Christians who, on hearing that he regarded Christians as free from the law, worried quite naturally that they would cast off all moral restraints. It is amusing to think of Paul facing this charge when in our own day he is often seen as a stern moralist. Paul knows that the freedom which the Christian enjoys is not that kind of thing. Just as the freedom you enjoy when you pass your driving test and have the freedom of the road does not mean that you are free to drive as fast as you like through towns and villages, or to drive on the wrong side of the road, or to drive on railway tracks, or across plowed fields. With new freedoms, you always get new frameworks. The frameworks constrict one kind of freedom, the freedom to do anything at all, in order to enhance another kind. If everybody drove wherever they please, nobody would be free to drive anywhere they very much. Paul expresses a sense of a new framework by speaking in quite a dramatic fashion of a new slavery. Freedom is not a moral vacuum. It has been purchased for us by the death of our sovereign God, Jesus himself. Precisely as free people, in order to maintain this freedom, we owe him our allegiance. We should not imagine that both kinds of slavery are the same sort of thing. That it is as well to begin by seeing both worlds in terms of obedience to a master. The sentence in bracket at the start of verse 19 is probably Paul's way of admitting that calling a new life a form of slavery does sound a bit confusing, but that he needs to do it to make the point. So Paul lines up the two types of slavery as he does so. He is constantly using slightly different terms, so if we're not careful, the passage can seem a bit bewildering. In verse 16, he speaks of being obedient either to sin or to obedience itself. Strange to think of being obedient to obedience, but he needs something to contrast with sin, and this will do for the moment. Obedience to sin leads to death, as he said many times. Obedience to obedience leads to vindication, the verdict and the right at the final judgment, as in chapter 2. The word for the verdict and the right is our old friend righteousness. Though that is such a different word in contemporary English and a theological debate that I have done my best to avoid it in this book. It comes back again in verse 18 and 19, where I have translated it covenant purposes and covenant justice. It's a term which can, as you see, cover several different shades of English meaning. Its underlying stress is on the good purposes of the Creator to bring the world back from chaos into proper order, and to bring human being into the right shape and the right relation to himself. Here Paul uses it to indicate that the purpose of the new life, the reason why new standards of behavior are required, is because God is putting the world to rights and wants and needs his newborn children to be part of that work, both in their own lives and their service for his kingdom. At the center of the picture, we get a glimpse of how the new slavery works in practice. It isn't a matter of new commandments being hurled at us of our somehow having to try to obey them. A change of heart has occurred. Paul spoke much earlier of the problem with Adamic humanity being located not least in the human heart. Now, though he has not yet explained this in the present letter, he envisaged Christians as people who have been transformed from within. There is a fundamental willingness to conform to the pattern of teaching to which you are committed. The early Christians developed certain basic traditions about the gospel itself, about the Eucharist. You know what the gospel is, Char? It means good news. So when I say this is the good news about the new life in Jesus, the new kingdom.
Then that means gospel.
Yep, that means good news. You want to know the Greek word for gospel is?
Yeah.
Euangelion. And about the Eucharist. You know what the Eucharist is? It's when we take communion.
How does it?
Yeah, so it's about there's a bit like the gospel has a bunch of like, it's a very charged word with a bunch of meanings, and the Eucharist. Are you gonna go and wash your hands? Okay. So hey, David.
Yeah?
So, Charlie is going to go to GPO. Would you like to run something together? Have you hit 60 yet?
I just hit 60.
Me too. We should I don't know what, but we should do something. Want to try Outpost Rush?
What is Outpost Rush?
So Outpost Rush is a 20v20 match that takes place on a large island with 3 outposts. Teams compete to capture and hold these outposts in order to increase their team score. This mode has gear score scaling. Increasing the gear score... I don't want to do that. My gear score is pretty bad. Here, guides. Here we go. In-game. All right, in-game activity. Oh, you're going back to New World? Hey, friend, I would like you to be honest. You could just honestly say, you know what? I changed my mind because I'd like to do something with you and David. So just as I know that, like, the moment that it seemed like David will join us, that's when you're like, you know what? New World sounds better, right? All right.
Apple. I mean, come here. What are you doing? Where's that?
right, let's finish the commentary.
We're at like
Right here?
Yeah.
At the center of the picture, we get a glimpse of how the new slavery works in practice. It isn't a matter of new commandments being hurled at us and of our somehow having to try to obey them. A change of heart has occurred. Paul spoke much earlier the problem with Adamic humanity being located not least in the human hearts. Now, though he has not yet explained this in the present letter, he envisaged Christians as people who have been transformed from within. There's a fundamental willingness to conform to the pattern of teaching to which you're committed. The early Christians developed certain basic traditions about the gospel itself, about the Eucharist, about behavior, 1 Thessalonians 4:1 in our present passage, and probably about several other things as well. These rules of thumb set out a framework for belief and behavior, a family code of practice. As a pastor, Paul had no doubt often observed that when people become members of the family, something happened to them deep down inside, which made them want to live in line with this community to which they now belong. Of course, it will take teaching and moral effort, but the will was there, and Paul thanks God for it. It's sobering to imagine what Paul might say if he were to look up for a moment from writing this letter and glance around the church at the start of the 21st century. All right, we can start, friend. All right, save that 60 stuff for later since Charlie's joining us. Would you like to clear some corruption nodes with us?
Sure. I'm pretty close to finishing a quest I'm currently doing that involves essentially scaling a mountain, so I want to finish that up.
Okay, it's no problem.
But
there's so much stone here.
Ding 100. Oh, iron.
How could you not
I hate to
see
say it,
that?
but it's just not worth harvesting those dryad wolves. They drop like 1 or 2 pieces of wood, and your character chops at them for a prolonged period.
I glitched the game, Fury.
So I think trading is now open if you want to throw Charlie the stuff.
All right.
Fury, when I was going in, I glitched the game. I just kept pressing enter,
Uh-huh.
and it glitched where it went to the screen where you press play, and then it went back, and then it showed my character. Characters! 30.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
All right, so I invited you. All right, so David's finishing something out. I'm gonna run to this quest area and finish the quest out in this area.
Okay.
While waiting for David,
That's what I hope you do.
because having a tank around would be quiet. Who could take the aggro?
I'm a DPS. I do like my hatchet.
All right, and hey, David.
Yeah.
Okay, so here my question. When, especially starting new out in the game, like starting a game, like being new at a game, especially a game as an MMO, where there's lots of numbers happening, like healing numbers, damage numbers, and tank numbers. Is looking at guides help out a lot? I'm asking this for Charlie.
If you're, it depends on the kind of game, really. But for an MMO, yeah, looking at guides helps a lot, especially if you're not already familiar with how MMOs tend to work.
So it'll be very good for us to, like, before we start gaming, to just watch like a little how-to video on how to be like a good DPS with the spear build and the hatchet build. Right?
Yeah, I'd shy away from going into those videos. Just a simple written guide about like how to set up your build and just like when to use your skills would be enough. Frankly, the videos tend to be for tryhards most of the time.
This fire staff, is so OP.
We don't need to treat this like WoW, where it is expected that you just ruin the fun of the actual mechanics because you use add-ons or something.
Come here.
Hi,
Yeah.
David.
Hi. But yeah, something to make sure that his build is at least doing what it needs to do would probably be sufficient, alongside a general idea of like targeting priorities.
Oh, no
Hey, Justin.
Angry
Corey.
Birds.
We're gonna be
Angry
finding
Birds
some
irritating.
corrupted
Oh, they
notes
changed
together
the
soon.
icon for Azlith.
Hey, Gary, I keep thinking
Yeah, it
it's
now looks a lot more out of place.
Hey, Gary.
Looks more out of place. You said you don't like the new look.
Yeah, when the Azoth icon pops up on on the loot list, it just it doesn't fit with the other icons that pop up when you loot something. You know.
Mm,
There's already pressure right in front of you when you're trying.
I know.
I got it.
I'm just gathering stuff. Are you enjoying it, Justin? We're gonna be doing some corrupted nodes together.
I was gonna eat here shortly, but I'm also checking mail.
Okay. So is that a maybe later?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Oh, 1 second. I gotta stop that music.
Summer chips. Summer chips.
There we go.
Hey, Gary, my health
Okay.
is still 36 or 46.
Okay. Getting up onto that mountain was a pain in the butt. But I have done it. Are there any checkpoints vaguely nearby that I can hit? No, not really. I wouldn't call that vaguely nearby. Okay, well, looks like I'm done out here.
Okay.
Ready to recall to town and then bounce to wherever we're doing stuff.
Sweet.
Pig. How's Gary?
Hmm.
You know, there's this island hog.
Mm-hmm.
It's pink like a pig,
Uh-huh.
but it says it's a hog.
So, finally got that crown put in for for my tooth. So that
Okay.
whole thing's finally over.
Like,
Is
It
your
feels
so
weird.
you got like tooth pain is pretty much diminished?
Yeah, it's been dealt with.
Gary.
And the tooth now has a crown on it, which it
Hmm.
feels weird, like really smooth. Like think if you had popped a marble in your mouth,
Hmm.
that kind of texture
That'll be
or
interesting.
lack thereof.
Hey, Gary.
Hmm.
You know that actually how there's the aim throw?
Yeah.
You know the present explosion thing?
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to say hi and see how y'all were doing, but I'm
Yes.
gonna have to
Hello.
go
I got
Yes,
the
food.
aim
until I'm done
throw,
with food.
plus just
All right.
aim at
Love you,
it.
Justin. Catch you later.
Later.
I got the aim throw, so
But not gonna be time to eat yet, but it probably would be wise for me to at least put food in the oven.
There you go.
Yeah.
So look at this very moment. Ben and I are fully planning on being here and doing things tonight.
All right.
Now that's more like it. Look at all that gold! And you even recovered the chest to store it all. Oh, you're the best treasure hunting
Yes, bro,
partner.
here?
Way
You
better than
know,
Broadbin
that
ever was. I
aim
can't
throw,
thank you enough.
Mm-hmm.
All this treasure will help me set up a house I can use as a base for more treasure hunting.
Nice.
Now the question is where to buy one. I
You'll
could
do that
purchase
today.
one here,
Okay, go.
but I've heard Reekwater is
I
also
also have
full
a
of
range
pirate
gun.
treasure.
It's actually really nice.
So yeah, my advice though, yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what on. If you looked on the guide, they did recommend, still having the throw.
Well,
But I guess ultimately, does Charlie want to focus on fighting at a distance or focus on fighting up close? Because that's really the big choice with DPS.
Charlie, you can answer that question. Do you want to? I think he just likes focusing on weapons. So he has two weapons he really likes, and so right now he's focusing on spear and axe. So up close is
Oh, spear and hatchet. Well, I
Yeah.
think that works out. I mean, let me check how the stats play on those. Okay. Yeah. Spear and hatchet, it would work out. Depending on which he likes more, he'd want to have his primary stat be either strength or dex. in either case, it's the secondary for the other.
Mm-hmm.
So if he prefers the spear, he will want to put his points into dexterity. If he prefers the hatchet, actually, is it the axe or the great axe?
He's focusing on spear, so I guess he wants to put. It's the hatchet. He wants a.
Okay.
So
In that case, yeah, you're going to want most of your points in dex.
Are you hearing this advice, Char?
Yeah.
What was his advice, my friend?
But right now, I just kind of want to max out my.
Oh, so now you're doing hammer.
It's still really good build for hatchet.
I mean, both
Well,
hatchet and hammer.
I can't really give build advice until you settle on a weapon.
So I think hatchet and hammer are both strength based, right?
Yeah.
I am almost certain that hammer is strength based, but yes, the hatchet is primary strength. Let's see. And the warhammer's pure strength, no secondary.
All right, so Char, just focus on strength then until you move on from the hammer.
Okay. I did put my points in strength, so I already got that done.
Nice.
Okay. Anyways, I have not looked much at the hammer's trees. I seem to recall that the hammer is primarily meant to be a tanking weapon, but if we want to build it for DPS, let's see what we've got. That's some nice bonking right there.
No, let me hatchet you. Hey, Fury, I have a good pun for you. Ready?
Okay, so Juggernaut is generally looking like it's the more violent of the hammer builds.
Nice one, Char.
Because I have an axe equipped.
Yeah.
Ooh, present! Give me that
Well, I mean,
present!
I'm only just now looking at this, so I can't give definitive advice. But yeah, the Juggernaut tree is looking like what you're going to want if you want to hurt people with a hammer.
So do you hear that, Char? So make sure you're building in the Juggernaut tree with your hammer.
Isn't that for tanking?
That's for DPS. He's saying that one looks like
I'm
DPS.
really at tank right now. Let me change that.
Okay. So, if you're doing Warhammer stuff, you're going to want to do heavy attacks.
So you want to focus. So you hearing that? You want to focus holding down your attack button on them.
And the reason for that is, Warhammer will grant you empower when you do heavy attacks, which means that further swings do bonus damage. And you gain grit to your heavy attacks, meaning that if something hits you, you won't be interrupted. And you take less damage during such attacks.
I'm 60.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Exhausting doesn't matter when we're doing PvE content. Let's see. You'll be getting extra damage against heavily injured enemies when doing heavy attacks. And yeah, that's most of the passives. I don't know if armor penetration applies to enemies or not. I think it does because I've seen that higher level enemies don't take as much damage as low level enemies.
Hmm.
So you probably do want the epitome of bonk.
All right, I need to stop. I'm getting distracted by crafting.
Let's see.
Yeah, I finally do 1,000 damage!
I don't entirely know which skills you want to focus on. I mean, in the long term, you're probably going to wind up with all of it, but I don't know that for sure. In the meantime...
Get off, you wobble! No!
Mighty Gavel's a pretty neat skill.
No, you lodestone.
Let's see... And, well, that Mighty Gavel's kind of meant to be an execute, though. For a move that is... Ooh, actually... I think... the first skill you're going to want to get all of the secondary adders for is definitely Wrecking Ball.
You hear that? So you
Is
want to
it-
focus on Wrecking Ball first. The build that tree on Wrecking Ball.
The passive?
No, the passes for Wrecking Ball. Like,
And the reason for that is that it does your damage comparable to the others, but does it in an area. It inflicts a control effect, specifically knockdown,
Like,
and
Fury?
yeah, on top of of all that, it grants you Fortify,
is
so
that
you're less
Wrecking Ball?
likely to
Yeah.
get killed and thus stop doing DPS at all.
so stop. So go click that. Click that. Highlight. I'm asking on highlight. Okay, look over that. King and power. You want that definitely. That's when you want to do heavy attack. Let me hear. Okay, so you might as well like get grit. That's pretty good. Okay, stop. Click that. Let's look that. We're focused on DPS. So unclick that. So look at that. Let's look at that. I want to see heavy attacks cool down by 7%. Go up. Right there. What does that do? Ooh, do that. Power through pain. And then let's look here. Oh yeah, definitely do that. It's fine. There we go.
No.
I hate pain.
Noob, see what I mean?
Can you get one spin move so everybody gets hit at once? You know, if you got like a multi-people battle.
Meh.
Yeah. It
Oh, instant exposure corruption breach. Oh.
if he winds up having lasting trauma unlocked, though I kind of doubt that his weapon level's going to be high enough for him to be able to afford that on top of the other stuff that we're focusing on.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, no.
I have like so many turn-ins up here.
Oh my gosh. Turn-ins.
Oh, you've got my cookbook.
I like how you said it.
Oh, you got my
I'd love to cook up a feast, but we're lacking supplies.
Well, that definitely did fix our supply issue.
Oh, so the rumors are true.
Hey, Curry, watch that was hour and a half, 232. That's
It's a
live.
matter of
That's
perspective.
11.
Okay. Well, where are we going?
All right, Char. Where would you like to fight some corruption?
Making sure.
All right, I guess.
There's corruption nodes all over the map.
Yep.
Stuff in Breakwater looks a bit too high level for us to go after right now.
Where's my storage?
Cutlass keys.
Oh,
Gathering speed. Faction reputation. Let's do it.
the stuff in Brightwood could looks
I've
like
been
it would
studying the
match.
ruins and I'm working to harness the power of Azoth within them.
Cutlass keys would be easier, but
All right. So now I gotta find the syndicate mission.
But
Right now, I'm just.
where's my storage? Oh, Christmas.
Char, you want to still do
Yeah, I'm just doing some
Nope.
crafting. I mean.
Okay, so you're just crafting right now, so I guess just let yourself be distracted.
I see. All right.
I am also letting myself be distracted. 'Cause I got myself to syndicate level 3, so I'm just quickly accepting the mission. That'll make it so I can be tier 4 in the syndicate.
Ah,
And
haven't done much in the way of syndicate quests as of late. Mostly because, yeah.
Well, it's like what's nice is that you got the PVE line. So like while I'm running with him, I've been
Some find the smell of the swamp offensive,
doing the
but I find
PVE
it
stuff.
Quite delightful.
Yes.
Indeed, Alchemist Crooks had wanted to be here for this, but I see no reason for delay.
I got it. Back to the smoke. Very much damage.
Do appreciate how if you get 4 stars on a performance, the buff lasts well over an hour.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that actually? It actually like affects things?
Mm-hmm. Your overall performance affects how long the buff lasts. I think it's, I want to say 75 minutes for a 3-star and 90 minutes for a 4-star performance.
Hmm.
It's a pretty significant difference.
That's a pretty big difference.
That one requires doing the depths again. But that's just looting chests for Philosopher's Stones. That seems like a fairly significant thing to just be looting out of random chests, but okay.
Okay, I need. Alright, let's just quickly do that.
Well, pick up the recovered presence since it's right there.
Actually. Okay, so I need.
Cycle food.
Dude, charcoal, you just grab wood and take it to the
And you
smelter.
burnerize it.
Yeah, don't like buying charcoal. It makes me like it's like the greatest waste of money.
Man, my money.
Okay, yeah, that's true, but I'll give you my honest opinion. It's truly a true definition of waste is buying charcoal, because wood is so plethora. You could just walk out, chop some trees down,
Plentiful.
go to the smelter, cauterize it. Dude, Star Metal just makes things start making things look very pretty.
It does, yes.
I think I totally
That
have enough
that reminds me, I
tools.
still need to get Char those spare tools.
Yep, that's true. Hey Char, David's going to come to you and give you some fancy Star Metal gathering sets.
I'm going to finish the quest I'm currently doing.
Yeah, it's no
After
rush.
that.
Oh my gosh, we're talking about charcoal, and I have a mission to gather timber, and I almost made the green wood that I gather into charcoal. All right, where's the wood?
Okay, I'm back.
Admittedly, if you had, my response would have been, oh no, you now have charcoal that you're going to need to use later to make steel and star steel. What a law.
Where's the forge? Give me to the forge. I'll chop down this cleaner.
Okay.
But
Hello, Angry Earth. I have no idea what the relationship between you guys and us is supposed to be right now, because it seems like in the quest it's always, oh, Angry Earth doesn't like it, but they need to work with you. But every time I see any of you in the wild, you're always trying to murder me.
It's like our relationship with some other nation states.
Though I suppose around here, trying to murder each other is more just a statement of general dislike rather than, you know,
Right.
thorough loathing.
I mean, we can thank Almighty Angry Earth for keeping the corruption on this island.
Instead of everywhere.
Everywhere.
You gotta be joking.
Oh.
No, stop.
Incidentally, does the story ever get around to explaining why nothing can die on the island?
I
I thought I
haven't seen
mentioned
it.
it really early on that it was like
There's
kinda
like side
amphibian
missions that
dialogue.
show like it's connected to the cosmos and kind of like the ancients have done. Like the ancients have done like millions of sacrifices kind of things. Oh.
Do you see that?
Alright then.
No.
I'm crafting this. I'm pinning this recipe.
Well, you gotta do depths. So
Pin it.
there you go. So once Justin is in the place, we can run to the depths with him.
Where is this? Oh, they have icons now.
Oh yeah.
It just took them literally like 2 years to do some basic quality of life.
You don't understand.
You gotta hear the cry.
Yeah, New World is a different kind of MMO. It doesn't need the same quality of life features.
It's for the most hardcore of gamers.
I mean, wasn't that essentially the original intent? That New World was going to be purely for the PvP crowd, and then that just kind of didn't work out.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They were trying to go for like the Rust crowd. All those diehard PvP.
The crowd that got taken away by battle royales.
Enter.
All right. Skill progression. I'm getting tired. What did I do? What did I do with my wood?
Do you have a particular
Oh my
town that you
gosh.
tend to dump wood in?
Oh, I haven't dumped. I'm gonna check. Let's see if I have any. I don't think. Nah.
Just mine it.
Cause I have this one mission that's been like looming over me, and I just haven't completed it. That holds like a green arrow. All right, I need to go. I think I may have actually like made it into either hardwood, like the next tier on accident. Let me go get some more green wood. Get that timber and be done with this mission.
There's the middle.
Space. METAL. It's no chart. You can't make it until your engine. Oh, actually, you're looking at the ones that. To make sure that you're at the right level for it.
Why not entering?
This is very awkward. I don't think there's enough. I don't think there are 6 chests in this particular ruin.
Why not entering? Look good.
I mean, I've also heard that Halo Infinite has been getting better. Like they've actually backpedaled on the monetization, made that a lot better.
Look it.
They have Forge out and doing good things.
Maybe you can't find it that way. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe people are not selling it. You could just look up
That
Void.
was mostly for Corey, because I know you don't care about first-person shooters
Oh.
too much.
Oh, you're looking for void metal?
Charos.
I was always able to find in the marketplace when I need to pick some up. Because admittedly, stuff like void metal, it is just more efficient to buy it in the shop. It's way cheaper than
Pressing enter.
than what your 100 iron is worth.
I'm like pressing enter. It's not working. Enter.
So, the entire Wirewood Grove was destroyed,
Enter.
cut down by man's greed.
Enter.
Complete the construction of Traveler's Rest.
Gonna have to find it. What?
Okay. Do I just need to go back to him?
This will take forever. Now it's
Right,
not
let's-
making questions. This forever.
Okay, so if you're looking for metal, it will be under components, right?
Yes.
So click components,
At least I believe it would be.
and then look at crafting components.
How long are you gonna be on today, David? Like,
Scroll down.
because I know it's Friday, so we're gonna be getting on later. But are you gonna just stay on until that point, or?
I don't know, probably.
Okay. I meant, what I meant to be asking was, are you gonna stay on
Craft mod.
between now and our normal group time, or are you gonna? Did you want to do something else between then?
You found it?
Again, I don't know. I don't exactly have the day planned out. Though I probably will be getting off at least for a while at some point, because it is Ryan's birthday, and he expressed
Oh.
interest in doing stuff with me later today.
Yeah. In that case, then.
Don't know when that's happening though.
Right.
Just when he pings me, I'm probably going to hang out with him for a while.
I haven't talked to him in a long time since we. I don't think I've really talked to him outside of that one Terraria run.
Yeah, you're not really in the same circles. But
Yeah.
such is life.
Mhm.
There we go. I can finally get that yellow dot over things like timber and stuff.
I think it's probably like. Personally, if you have to go to just hang out with him because it's his birthday and that's like a special occasion. Take your time.
Well, like I said, I don't know when it's happening. Yeah, I just figure at some point, he's going to ping me saying that he's ready to hang out, or he won't, because he got caught up doing other stuff. Either way, I'm willing to play it by ear.
So the person that asked would be David how he finds it, because he searched for it before, it sounds like.
Right. Well, I needed to return to town anyways, just
Now,
to
travelers have
redeploy.
escaped from the
So
dangers
let me
and
check.
horrors
Yeah,
of this
check
island.
the trade post real fast.
This
Maybe it is all
is
sold
my
out.
dream. A home for all who need it, which we must share. My part is to build more homes as soon as I restock. As for you, my thanks are insufficient. Take this, please. Is the least I can do. If I may, I will seek you out again if I need assistance.
Look,
This is one of the more, a town with a more interesting layout, but it's also one of the more impractical to get.
Maybe
about.
not have it. I don't know. I mean, David's looking right now, so.
Yeah.
Give
Give me a sec.
Yeah, he keeps asking me about it. So I'm just.
Yep.
no, it's literally like I'm pressing enter and it's not searching.
Well, try searching for something else that you know it has. Like look up water.
No, it's supposed to work. It's just the entering not working.
I don't know. Look up something that you know for sure it has. So like try water. Try honey. Try salt.
Void metal definitely is in the shop.
Okay.
Currently selling for about 2.12 an ingot.
How do you get there? Do you actually does the search work for you?
Yeah, just use the search bar. Void metal, no space.
No space. Oh, it's singular, Char. There we go. There's your void metal.
I'll buy all of
His mistake was he had a space between void and metal.
Ah, that would do it. Anyways. Oh, not deny the trade.
Oh yeah. You trying to trade with you, so accept.
Alright, now that I have your attention,
Oh my gosh.
I need you.
I feel like you're a
to
guy with a
choose-
trench coat. Hey. I
I
got some.
mean, considering they're just pulling a bunch of sharp implements out of my inventory.
Just
Choose
a way.
one
Don't
of
deny my
each.
trade. Now I have your attention.
Yes. I don't intend to give you all of these. I intend to give you one of each. So you're going to need to choose which one of each.
So,
I want the
I can't really hear him.
408
oh wait, speak in front of the microphone.
So I want the 408 logging axe.
What was that?
The 408 logging axe.
You need the 408. All right. There we go. Wait. Yep.
I'll do the 402 mining pickaxe.
All right.
I'll do the 410 wildwood fishing pole with the lucky and Lucanite and
All right. I think I see which one you're talking about.
the 402 sickle.
All right.
That's what's happening.
The 404 star metal skinning knife.
All right. And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.
Congratulations, you are now equipped. Actually, you know what? While we're here, I've got a whole bunch of recipes I've already learned, so I'm going to offload them on you.
Alright, he's going to give you a bunch of recipes, my friend.
Thank you for taking my burden.
You have done him a
Trash
great service.
recycling.
Yo, Curie.
Hmm.
I'm a pro.
Oh yeah.
in that.
You can juggle axes.
Yeah.
Good.
How have you been doing recently, David?
Pretty alright. I mean, not
I
much
just-
to say at the moment.
I just wanted you to start singing. I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. And pretty and witty.
And
Oh my
Yay! It's an old song.
yes, it is unfortunate that the meaning of the words involved have shifted so much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh crap! I need some. Back to chopping wood. My new tools.
Unfortunate. I need flux. But I did get a bunch of those converter machines from the faction since I was
Corey, if you want to make a better musket, you'll probably want to make one that has a better base version of it.
Well, for me, it's literally just about leveling up.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Sorry,
not.
David.
Yeah, I'm not.
I interrupted you, David. Sorry.
fine. I was mostly just kind of talking to myself in that case.
I apologize to the Because you are now talking to yourself instead of talking to your friend that's listening to you instead. Apologies.
How dare you?
Okay.
Also, I don't think adding Azoth increases the XP you get.
I'm just trying to burn a little bit of it because I was close to 1,000 top.
I'm also close to 1,000.
Hmm.
I think I have enough wood.
I have
Yes,
questions
this
to
wire
ask,
weave
but
seems useless.
I have questions to ask, but I don't feel comfortable saying them while Corey's streaming.
Well, let me
Because
mute
it's work
things.
related.
Let me mute things, and do I need to put All right, stream is officially not muted. All right, burn through that.
Wait, did
There's that choppy
my inventory get more heavy for
There's that choppy choppy.
being processed?
What? I know if I like if I skin fish, it sometimes gets more heavy.
Oh, that's the problem. I put my woodworking stuff away in the Everfall storage. That belongs in Keller's keys, otherwise they suffer overflows.
Where's that choppy choppy choppy? Oh.
Nope, I was trying to
Unfortunately, my Everfall storage is just full.
Even with the house chest?
Yep.
Oh man.
I mean, all that Arcana stuff piles up. As does the apparently 400 pounds of leather that I have.
That'll do it.
Yes, that would do it.
Now, I need one more tree! And then I can craft my secret weapon.
The Snickerdoodle beam.
All hail the Snickerdoodle beam.
Its ridiculousness is part of why it's a secret weapon. Anyone who sees it must die.
That was one thing I really enjoy about Tales of Symphonia. At least the strongest weapons were joke weapons. So it was fun hitting enemies with like a squeaky hammer.
Actually?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, squeak, squeak!
No, you don't understand. The game must be super serial.
Real.
No, you can't have glitter be a viable way to kill your enemies.
Alright.
Good, you ready to see what I'm
We do
gonna
that.
craft?
What's that? What do you want to craft?
That'd be really, cool.
Oh. Alright. Running over to my Syndicate advancement mission.
How do you use fast travel?
I can't fast travel any closer
Oh.
to it right there.
So, are we going to actually go fight the corruption at any point?
Whenever, Char, you ready?
I just need to craft this one thing. I first need to find a mature tree, and I just see one. Go! Maybe.
Distractions are strong.
Thank you.
Holy
Okay, mine.
crap, that's a lot of star metal.
Mine it all. Mine it all.
5 nodes.
Oh yeah. Star metal veins need to be in large collections.
Hey, Kira, I like how you're mining star metal. Funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Star metal. Got 20.
Now, what's funnier is that we were earlier breaking up star metal ore with the mere steel.
I think it's if you truly like have the patience, you could do a timber. I mean a timber, flint. You could do a flint axes.
Yeah, no, screw that.
No, do
Oh,
it with a stone. That will take forever.
If that's what flint is. That's what flint axe
Yeah,
is.
but that's just a stone.
That
Flint is a specific type of stone that is generally very sharp.
Yeah.
And so is typically what people mean when they talk about stone tools.
Yeah.
Like a pickaxe.
And then you get some weird situations where they're completely separate things.
Are you ready for this?
Minecraft mods. And it's like, Sure.
I mean, in the case of Minecraft,
Actually not.
it can make sense depending on the implementation. Like with Tinker's
Okay.
Construct, you've got your stone tools that are basically just like
Left,
shaped
right.
basalt and are
Yeah.
exactly as bad as that would expect to be. And then you've got the flint tools, which, I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not great.
Okay, let's go for corruption. I mean, gotta.
And then you have the other part where you have a bone weapon that's splintered, but it's only the handle that's the bone part.
Yes, and so the splintering should not be a damage bonus. But here we are. But even with those oddities, Tinker's Construct is a very good mod.
Yeah, I've gotten burnt out on it, but that's because I played it a lot.
Hey,
Um,
Fury.
yes, when the mod shows up in like 20 different mod packs, it wears out its welcome eventually.
This
It's
will
like,
be for when I
more
go
of the
a
same.
deck style.
And I think that's a big part why I just don't play Minecraft much anymore either.
This would be for when I go a deck style.
When you've
Fury.
done everything
Big
before, it's the new is difficult. Exploration is difficult.
When you've done it all so many times.
Yeah.
Let me go figure out corruption.
Oh, that's one of the area. Ow, 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 ow.
Just keep on running, just keep running. Just fight him. What do you
Just keep running, running, running. What do? We run.
What do we want? Run! What do we do it now?
I'm going to corruption place.
Where are we finding corruption?
And cut it the easiest corruption. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, these guys are. We gotta get out of here. Get out of here.
Go fish!
Alright, I can focus on this mission later since we're doing things together. Alright. Are you going to do your own thing or are you going to join us in corruption slaying, Justin?
Well, given the fact that I probably wouldn't do anything with the corruption slaying, unless we're like doing a super easy one, probably not.
I mean, that's probably what we're doing. We all only have level 3 stuff,
Only
and so
level 3.
you're still about the same level around Charlie.
What level is he?
46.
45.
Yeah, I don't think I'm.
You're like
not
40. You're like 40. You're at like 40. Oh, you're 39. Yeah, and let's just level you up. But like we're doing around 35 to 45 corruption nodes.
10 levels is a big difference, but yeah, okay.
I'm right by corruption node, by the way.
Especially in an MMO where
Yeah, numbers matter, but then when you're in a group, you'll be fine. All right, you're not. Okay, yeah, these are level. Level 35. These are level 35 corruption nodes. You'll be fine.
Hey, get up, you won't.
It's the same nodes area, so I marked it. It's the same node area as we did with Ben last time.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Oh, we're heading back to. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not too bad. If we go to Markview Shrine, we can drop in fast
Loading
enough.
hatchets. Wow, hacks.
Do you see a better corruption area, David?
Nah, mostly I haven't really looked, and the ones I was looking at were higher level.
it's probably fine if you guys do it because I'm trying to get through the main quest stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Because I need to catch up anyways.
All right.
Oh my gosh, you get hard so fast. I have to stamina.
I see a man holding a stick, and I'm going to chase him down.
Not my stick.
On the road.
All right. Ooh, look at you rocking full metal.
Frankly, this gear is awful. I desperately need to find good stuff that has the right stats and such.
Get this quagmire off me. Oh. This one has lasers.
Laser.
What? Why wasn't he? There we go.
Got a crawler on my 6.
It's a low level crawler.
There we go.
All right then.
I like how our lamps is fast.
Let's go to the northeast.
All right, we got to make sure we stay in the circle because since we stepped out for a second, I got nothing in that. So I guess
No one knew what.
so we got to stay when we started. We got to stay in the circle.
Okay. Oh,
Somebody beat us to this one.
Yep.
What?
It's like
Alright.
Oh
good-
yeah, have you heard
Ooh,
anything
what's-
from Ben, Corey?
Yeah. Talked to him yesterday.
Okay, he is coming today.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that, but I think you'd left for food.
I did leave for food, like, I didn't hear anything of those sorts.
Okay. Yeah. He's
Oh, okay. I can't start like.
All right. We're finding this node char.
Okay, I'm coming. My hammer. No. Look, let's just go down
Well, since Dust is not joining, after this we should find stuff that takes corruption level staffs 3. So in the 45 range, so we get better rewards.
All right.
So you'd actually be able to get the stuff you need.
I mean, this is like no matter what, we're getting standings and skills.
Technically, it works at level, so that would be this one.
Okay.
All
looks
right.
like
HR, we're
next
gonna
point
go.
of interest is the portal to. Oh, right, we're going to a higher level area.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna go. Guess I'll just go back to town. And
Start by
then-
recalling to inn, and then we can redeploy to somewhere more relevant.
Yeah. So here on the bottom left is requiring tier 3, so we could just fast travel.
That's gonna be hard. More
We have a tank. We'll be good.
If
we actually
didn't,
got the proper trinity going.
If we didn't,
Okay, so up here, top right is crime staff tier, and then here in the bottom left requires Azov staff tier 3. So that's what we're looking at.
I find it hilarious how the cities are all
So
covered
where
in
are we
snow,
going?
but the moment you walk out, there's none anywhere, and it's like,
Where are we
I,
going?
I'm sorry, I'm not entirely clear where we're going now.
Bottom left. I marked it.
I don't have that.
Oh,
I don't have much
huh,
fast travel
alright.
places near here, so I might take a bit. from me.
Oikana's having this settlement unlocked now, and yep, I do.
Well, Justin, if you get any quests where you think it might be helpful to have us tag along, just let us know.
Oh yeah.
I will let you know if I start having issues with it.
Where are you? Oh,
Yeah. While waiting for you, Charlie, I have a quest here that I want to do.
that keeps me fluttering. Yeah, ask a question.
It makes you laugh so much having the same helmet.
Dude, it's kind of funny. Whenever I have like a rare guy or like blue or something, I always think that's what I'm gonna get from it. So I always look back like if there's a treasure chest or something. So that's why I'm always like, wait, what? You know? Oh crap.
Right, quest finished. So
These are gold tier and I find a gold tier.
okay, again, getting distracted with fighting makes it go longer. Char, we only have 50 minutes now.
I thought it was a sheep.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Don't be angry. You know I saw it first. I'm going out first while you're skinning. Don't be angry.
You like
Am I
presents
able
too
to
much.
share? No,
No,
guess
no,
I'm
no,
not
it's
able to
cool.
share. Sorry.
You like presents too much.
yeah, I took the shot because I thought it was going to cause like an explosion of presents or something. I was wondering if maybe that's how what triggered Glimmer meteors.
Oh. That'd be fun. Just rains presents.
And you can walk.
And like it becomes kind of like a little bit of a dodging mini game, which would be fun at first, but it will get old really fast.
I mean, fun at first but gets old fast is fine if it's an event that you only need to interact with for a short period of time.
That's true.
Indeed, if you've got mechanics that you want to use but are gimmicky like that, events are the perfect time for it.
That's true. All right. I think I'm just... I don't know what to do while waiting for Char, so I'm just going to fish.
Why you
Oh,
boys?
I actually found a fishing... I think there's a fishing hole over there. Or maybe the shadow. Let me see. I think the shadow is playing. Yep.
Oh wait.
The present.
You like
There's
presents
another
too
corrupted
much.
mutt here.
You like presents too much, good.
What can I say? I'm a product of my
Except you're
environment.
welcome.
I
All right.
Go.
See, it's go time.
It's cool time. Actually, before we start, I think it'd be good. Yeah, I want to quickly respec, so I really have maximum healing output.
I mean,
Maximum heal.
all I did was go ahead and use that corrupted coating that I had made just for the sake of leveling stuff anyways.
That's a should have.
I'm a friend.
I mean, again, the only reason I'm bothering with this stuff is because I've got laying around from trying to level my Arcana. Not that big of a deal, especially since this is not the kind of content where we need to min-max.
Have to wait.
Oh, it's yelling at you, then you need a group of 5. Or is that saying how much maximum when you walk in there?
The recommended group size,
Oh god.
but that's not
You don't get
critical.
Especially since you're over leveled enough to the point where it might be.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty. Got the field.
Potion healing.
That is as long as the healer isn't getting distracted, not healing.
Yeah, he was trying to claim the objective, which, I mean, fair. We gotta do that at some point.
Yeah. And now I will.
Want me to do it? Or did I
all right, Charlie, you gotta stick with the group. Can't heal you when you get away from the tank.
Yeah, the wizard just phased behind us. Go after it, Charlie. Murder the enemy wizard.
Oh, there's another one.
Alright, let's find the next node and start hitting it. Okay, next node's over here.
I'm being surrounded.
Okay.
The monster's on me. Okay, Charlie, do you think you can start channeling the corrupted pylon while we distract the enemies?
Oh, you're out of my circle. Now you got the Venn diagram to stay in. Yep, get in the circles.
Yeah, unfortunately, having some difficulty getting there due to being continuously staggered by enemies.
All right, Char.
Later.
Shoot.
Alright, he could get back.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, the lasers.
Yep.
I did.
Alright, you got them. You could do that. You could do this. Oh no, I thought they're all on you.
Nah, it seems like touching the pylons generates quite a lot of hatred.
So the tank's probably gonna have to be doing it, I guess. Then.
Unfortunately, the tank tends to be rather preoccupied actually dealing with threats.
Yeah. I just thought because if it's generating hate, then still assist keeping aggro.
Okay, I got it. Don't. They're on you. Oh, that works. Never mind.
It was low enough that I could deal with them dogpiling me in a second or two to just get it.
Oh, so it just was so you don't have to do it all in one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, channeling does make progress, but you get interrupted very easily. So since there was only a smidge left to go, I decided to make the attempt.
Okay. That's a lot better than I thought because it sounded like you'd have to do the entire thing at once. So
That would be a nuisance and a half.
yeah.
All right, after this chart, make sure to maybe get the waypoint that's near. So if you die,
I already did.
okay.
I can take care of it while you fight.
There you go. As long as he keeps the aggro. Oh, you're getting attacked. Get into the circle chart because right now.
Wait, I can just do it all the way from here.
That's funny. There you go. And then I think the middle now shows.
I'll do the middle.
Ow, something hurt.
Okay, now to get back into the Venn diagram now that the problem's
Oh
dead.
gosh. Oh gosh. Ah!
Oh geez, a lot of things just spawned on you. Okay. I got him.
Okay.
No.
I'll take care of the boy.
Oh, as long as you can heal as long as they're on you.
There's another
All right, you get in the healing circle chart. Get out of there. If you're attacked, you need to run to us, and then you keep.
You want to
There you go. And then once he aggro's off you and on David, then that's when you can.
There's a lot of enemies.
Yes, there are. Alright. I think I need to lead these guys on a bit of a magical adventure for a bit.
I'll take you. I'll take you. Stop following me.
Okay. Run towards me so I could hit you with a healing circle.
Right behind you.
There we go. All right, double heals on your position. You can probably hold now.
Yep. The moment I lower my shield to actually do some attacking, so much health gets lost.
All right, David. Charlie. We actually need you to fight these things.
Don't leave the window.
There's nothing I can do.
So on you or on...
Pretty much, you attack whoever David's attacking. We need to clear things before we can hit that, pretty much. And
Okay,
when
once this current entity dies, I think we should make an attempt.
I can try making that attempt.
all right, looks like they're all on us, so go ahead and try again.
There's something attacking me.
Okay, then run to us.
Lasers! No! Right here, back.
All right, get on around David.
Lasers! I think I...
Ow.
The race guy's on you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what's going on. Die.
I'll try. Defeat.
All right. Oh, they're still in the middle, so we need to probably try to fighting in the middle when we can.
I can try
Okay,
to
no, let him get aggro. All right, now
Okay.
try to break it.
Do it. Okay, I've got their attention for the moment.
There's a laser. Yeah! I'm so close.
Okay, try again. There we go. Good job.
Yum.
All right then.
There's still
Well, that was
lasers.
messy.
Let me open my crate.
Oh, you get a good deal amount of money in that. Corrupted crystal, nice. I don't know what that does, but nice. Ooh,
That's an epic.
I actually got a level 4 item that if I was a wizard, not a cleric.
I got corrupted crystal. Also, I can make it portals.
Right. Looks like that was the one big one. These other ones should probably be easier.
Alright.
Yeah, that was hard.
Well then, off we go.
Again.
Okay, so I believe the portals don't have nearly as much objective hitting. I think we just kind of need to beat up this leopard because it's definitely going to aggro on one of us.
Hey, David. I had got this shield.
Oh, I need you a little doodah.
Better.
Well then,
I'm in
could you
combat.
show it to me?
Yeah. Let me try.
Also, I found a couple of
It's this.
hammers. Let's see if well, you probably don't care about that one. But do you care about the Warhammer of the Soldier? Let's see.
This one, the one that I have equipped has a better skill score, but the Warhammer has a tiny bit more damage.
I'm sorry, I was not able to hear what you said very well.
The Warhammer that I have equipped, it has 445 of gear score, but it does less damage.
Corey, by the way, your microphone is echoing your...
Was it echoing?
Well,
And
it's your it's your choice whether you want the new hammer or not.
I'll take it just in case.
All right.
I don't
And
want Dave's Constitution too. And yeah.
Anyways, I would be quite happy to try out that kite shield.
Yeah, it said it's really good.
Oh.
You ready, Kurt?
I just did a quick doodah.
Do.
Good morning, cultist. How you doing? If the cultist starts glowing, you might want to bring up your guard because that means he's going to be doing something nasty, and it seems like they're a lot less likely to obey threat when they're decide to do that kind of stuff.
It's like when they do some sort of, they do an uninterrupted exploding, pretty much.
Yeah, or sometimes they shoot a laser.
I can stick to range too because of my throw, if I need to. I just realized that.
Right? Yeah. Yep. Now we need to deal with hordes of corrupted. All right, everybody, gather round, and enjoy the show.
I love that.
Oh, they got aggro on me. Oop.
Oh. I was late about using a potion, but then you healed me, so I was like, eh?
Healer doing his healing job?
Yeah! Next wave.
Right. Third wave. Got their attention.
What did you say?
Oh yeah, Turf got that explode.
I insulted their mothers and questioned their heritage. It works every time.
I saw
30%
someone.
of the
I saw
time.
someone's health bar get really low, and so I was like trying to heal it, but it was Justin.
Heal a health bar? Oh yeah, Turf
Alright.
got. Oh, that.
Here's the big dude.
Look how angry he looks.
Oh my gosh, he does like a jerk thing. It just knocks you back.
I'm Charlie.
What?
Yeah. While he is targeting me, his attacks will still hit you if you stand in the way. Try to get behind him when I'm holding his attention.
Well, you just need to backstab him, Char. That's pretty much what he's saying. Just backstab him.
I think you get extra damage out of backstabs too.
Okay, some of your abilities, Char, do actually do extra damage when you hit him in the back. So that's a good idea. Always attack the back of your sand target. There we go.
Oh, he's
Nice.
got
I see. All right.
Yeah, he portal. Then it just explodes.
Oh, that's the fight.
Doug.
And I guess now we go north. There's another portal.
I got really good boots, but I gave Constitution.
I got I got a little gray sword. Oh,
Look,
for a mission, I gotta slay you.
I was stealing a present.
You got a slave?
I got the present. Oh, it's over here. Showing me. Probably should have done the first hit.
Okay, I'm definitely feeling the difference between your normal damage and your backstab damage.
Backstab. I'm definitely getting a lot more criticals than usual.
That's because you're hitting him in the butt.
It's our man's most weakness. This is thy butt.
When you attack from behind, they can't see it coming, and so they can't hide the squishy bits from you.
Oh, Justin, do you need aid? Justin?
Said he muted his mic and on time.
Oh, you might have, I think you went AFK.
Excellent.
No, there's still no way. Oh, he's going to
Those explosions need a lot of stamina if you block them. My dodge was not enough. Heavy dodges kind of suck.
It's just a quick shrug.
You just kind of shuffle.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's an assault deer.
Oh yeah, I fight this before.
So he will explode at the end, so make sure you get out of dodge when he's down.
You mean get out of the way? I can't really move.
You know, nobody needs that many horns for self-defense.
Him in the butt. Him in the butt.
Yeah. High capacity antlers like that should be outlawed.
Yeah, I just want to like mount those horns.
Go, go, go,
Oh,
go.
move. Oh, ow.
I did a flip.
When do I gotta get from this one.
Ooh, this one's level 2.
E
Oh, hey, David. Don't know. Here we go. I have no idea this will be better, but...
It's a much closer thing than I thought. Let's see. More strength, but a bit less defenses, and no gem socket. I'll pass, but it's a near thing.
Alright.
Yeah.
David, I'm in chart.
Oh.
You want this?
Let me see. Is this better?
You want it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better.
Oh, you should be able to easily look at it while in trade.
It didn't work.
Oh,
But it's better.
it's better.
Not just focusing dexterity, which I did not know.
Yeah.
I don't know why my helmet looks so cool. I don't know why. Hey, Curie. Are you gonna go fire staff at all? Oh, never mind. Bind on pickup. Guys, if this wasn't bind on pickup, I would definitely give it to you if I wasn't gonna use it. Look, Curie. If this wasn't bind on
Pickup is a disappointment.
Yeah.
It prevents you from sharing with friends.
Oh, speaking of that, I also crafted this sword, David.
Crafted a what?
I crafted a sword, and I don't know if it'll be better.
Cool. Sure, I'll take a look.
Is it better?
Unfortunately not.
Yeah.
Honestly, I am a little concerned by how close it is to being better than my current sword in raw stats, but I would need one with the taunt modifier to really be able to consider it. I need to be able to keep the enemy on me, after all.
I can make that happen.
Alright.
Let me go back to the...
Actually, let's just find another corrupted portal. Oh, we got a few minutes.
After that...
Yeah,
I mean, like we're level 60, and so like the moment we do something at our level and get gear at our level, anything right now will be obsolete.
Honestly, my current sword is horrifically obsolete. It's level 25. But I'm using it for that, 4x taunt ability. Or 6x, depending on how the abilities stack. One way or another, it's a lot of taunting, so I'm willing to put up with my damage being lame. Because I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't get 6x damage for an up-to-date sword.
All right, this is gonna be one of the big ones.
I hold the line. Hey. Said I hold the...
Oh my gosh. Ah, slowness. Minecraft.
Not the slowness that's bad. Just backstab him or backstab him.
What him? I still get hit even in the back. Wait, ideas. Throw it on his back. It's so funny, I got it every time.
It's like a miniature.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
I had to, I got distracted because, I was on the phone.
Oh, with who?
My mom, because she called me back.
Oh, all right.
Get you.
I gotta go to the town real quick.
And I will say the area that I was at, I definitely probably need assistance with.
Assistance.
There's a lot of bears.
Gondor has called. Oh, is it?
Oh, I am definitely willing to wrestle with bears. I mean,
Bears that you can mine after you kill.
Oh, I know exactly where you are then.
Oh yeah, you're doing that one. You're doing Syndicate.
At least I remember that area. I don't actually know.
And I
where
can
it is
actually
in the map.
mine them now. Yes.
So you can actually figure out what they do? Because I was curious.
They
can mine
drop
them.
lodestone when mined.
Oh.
Is that a good or bad resource?
It's
it's a stone cutting resource.
Yeah, it's
it's a PvP material essentially.
Interesting.
And also, I think it's also can be used for invasion. So it's PvE when you're defending against.
Interesting.
Oh, right, because corruption invasions are a thing.
All right.
So it is a high value resource nonetheless.
All right. You're in. Yes, you're over there.
I do have it marked. Also, suddenly the things got a lot more difficult, probably because they get aggroed from 3 miles away.
Oh yeah, those bears have no chill.
All right. Here comes the great hoof.
Because I kept fighting against like 1 or 2 of them barely, and then suddenly there was 4 or 5 of them.
Oof.
Because they just aggroed out of nowhere, and it was like, hello.
Yeah, I was able to avoid that fate since I was using my musket at the time, and so, frankly, I was more
shot privileges.
No, I was just more aggressive than the bears.
The bears were like, he has no chill.
Yeah, and since I was always the one picking the fights, yeah, and forcing the bears to come to me, yeah, I wasn't getting into situations where multiple bears could aggro, because all the bears that could have were already shot dead.
I was just in a weird predicament that I don't think I may have fought one bear, but I didn't fight really any bears when I was doing that
Someone
mission.
else might have killed him during the... I think I passed the part where I need to actually be next to the bears, but it's still somewhat close to the area, so...
Oh my gosh. There we go. Bears!
Bears! Oh look, blueberries to use for something, I don't know. You get so many of them.
I do
got
like how
the
it generally lumps them. Oh, berries, yeah. Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Cooking is something entirely different. You actually need that direct ingredient, not like alchemy, where you could just have things in that lump category.
Frankly, I think the cooking system would be better if it did go with lump categories.
Well,
where it just, you get a recipe for your meat pie, and then you could put in game meat or red meat or whatever, and it would just
that's like the main healing circles, but like the attributes, like special stat boost, they're the ones that require specific ingredients. But if you want like just like your basic healing that gives like an extra healing, like the light meals, those just take said category.
there's also no reason to make higher tier light meals. As far as I can tell, their benefits are identical except for duration.
That's kind of the same situation why I mentioned that musket thing is because I noticed you were using a steel musket but using much higher quality gear, which is just a waste because it's like the maximum of using high quality ingredients on it is much lower than if you had a better base and then did it.
Yeah, it was just more of that's the only resources I had. All right, Brohim, we dip in 17 minutes.
Okay.
Return to Dr. Thalil. Because I already died once over here, so...
The
I might not
bears.
need to be here. Yep. Like I said, there was about 5 bears. And then right at the end of it, I had to AFK, and then it was like, I'm gonna die.
Oh. Huh. It would appear that the bears decided to eat my comatose corpse.
Yes.
I was like, I when we were like finding the corruption nodes, I'm like trying to keep the party healed, and then I see one person's bar just drop fast. I'm like starting to freak out. I'm like clicking my healings, and I'm like, oh.
Why aren't you healing?
Like, oh, never mind.
Never mind, it was me all along. And now I need to go run really far through everything.
You need to run so far away.
Yeah. I didn't realize that this part of the quest already finished, so my bad.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright.
I
You can
had to
murder
have a
bears
reason
at
to
your,
smell the stinky woods.
You want a mine.
He yearns for the mines. Just like the children.
Oh, I gotta actually hunt these things for a mission.
Minecraft is proof that child labor laws were a mistake. So where are you headed, Justin?
I am going to Lepis, which is over here. Because now it's getting to the point where I am pushing things are at around my level. So it's getting painful.
I'll be joining very soon. It turns out I have a mission here.
Tempting to pursue.
Apparently I also have to kill an elk.
Oh, I just had to kill one of those bears for a mission. Cool.
That is cruel. Because those elk are very hard to kill if you don't have the right weapons for it.
And you have the right weapons for it.
There we go.
Still being a pain.
Yeah, since I'm spec'd out of dex and into strength, my musket is a lot less now.
Hey, David, I have the thing for you.
Alright then.
Oh?
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Now I have a better sword. I am a good gym.
Taste the taunt.
Thing is right. It's probably not a good sign that a level 15 sword can be better than my current one.
Yikes.
I think I've been here.
I remember when I was doing DPS first time around, like I was doing Frost Glove and Fire Staff. And I remember sweating when I had a few on me. Healing, you could pretty much handle. You can handle a lot of punishment, but well, DPS I
Wait,
just
what's
couldn't.
this G for?
What G? The heart gem slot. I don't We don't have a heart gem yet.
When do we get that?
Guess we have to do the Brimstone
no,
Sand
it's
quest.
actually
I
That's
what it
assume
says.
somewhere in the story.
Yeah.
Trying to make sure I'm following the road
Hmm.
while also being distracted by Discord and also trying not to die.
It's
Let's
okay.
go.
You're in a horde. It's going to be a lot harder for you to perish.
I have my escort.
That's a very risky statement.
I mean, you can take it the wrong way, but it's legitimate. There is so many legitimate uses for that
Yeah,
phrase.
it's one of those words that means a lot.
Escort mission.
No, hiring someone as an escort is only vivacious in a very specific context.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even I didn't think about that because I wasn't even like, even I have enough context.
I watched too many crime shows with Robin where that always goes that route.
Probably because that's like the best, like most family-friendly way of saying what they are.
Yes. And it implies that they're a higher class of that profession.
Yeah. That actually is like a compliment to them in some ways. This person just rolling on the ground constantly, moving only by rolls. Brave soul. This isn't Legend of Zelda after all.
If you ain't gonna try the new thing now.
Apparently, this is a very icky town. You're probably going to pick up some unspeakable disease by rolling in it.
Oh, it wants me to check into that. I should probably do that before I go die or something.
Occasionally going camping helps with that too. Also, I really like the look of my new shield. Yeah, it's a purple, but
And now let's see if my brother's computer crashes because his CPU is bad again. Using Guild Wars is a great test for computer stability, apparently.
Guild Wars or Guild Wars 2?
Guild Wars 2.
I see.
Is it
I
really?
should've said that. I mean, like his like he got a CPU from Walmart, and the moment that he opened up Guild Wars, it blue screened his computer.
Ooh,
I mean,
that's
what?
Specifically,
The question
Guild Wars.
is, what
3D
CPU
Mark
did he
ran
get?
fine.
Did he get some sort of Chinese knockoff of maybe called AMZ?
I mean, if you got it from Walmart, then you'd expect Walmart to have done some basic quality assurance.
Basic. I mean, he got it returned and it marked it as defective, so hopefully his the alternative is better.
Better than what could have happened, that's for sure.
Yes, dude.
I equipped a musky diamond.
Apparently, you get a fancy present everywhere. I kind of
Don't
have
have to
been skipping those because I don't know what they're about.
It's a Christmas event. Honestly,
I can't care less, I should say.
I generally agree. That being said, it is very low effort to just grab the presents that's in the middle of town, and you get surprisingly far along the event just by grabbing those.
Like, but pretty much already level 3 in everything, and like you could actually get some decent. You just get some decent stuff from doing it.
Thank you for reminding me to loot this town, though. I hadn't snagged this
Oh yeah,
one yet.
thank you. I don't think I grabbed this one too.
Diamond gypsum? What?
You also can have a chance of getting some really good mats.
Apparently.
Like it's like
As he
600
gets
legendary
them.
mats that are surprisingly like top tier.
Oh boy, diamond gypsum's going to be an eternal pain to acquire. Diamond gypsum, a soft, easily sculptable material. Refine 3 of these into a gypsum orb at a gypsum kiln. Awarded for participating in special events.
Well, those chems are just level 60 areas. They're not. Well, I got a. Yep. I also got a diamond gypsum.
What's that?
No, I'm saying that the fact that that material comes specifically from special events means it's going to be a pain if that's a normal material. Also, its price is going to be incredibly volatile. Horrifically high. Yeah, when there's not an ongoing event to get them from. Probably horrifically high anyways.
All right, hey Brohim, in 7 minutes we got a dip.
Okay.
See that Justin has once again slipped away into the night.
CPU problems aid you? Hi, I'm Justin. I will be your family tech support. Guys, why am I the family tech support? Didn't hear me.
I did though.
No, you did. Okay. That jab was fully meant for you to hear.
You are going to harvest that thing you just killed, yes.
Can I even? Yes, I can.
Hey David, there's like a lot of
Yes.
star metal here if you. You just want to quickly just.
I'm not very close to you right now.
Cool.
Instead, I am breaking random rocks on the ground. Because I do need to accumulate a little bit of stone for a town quest that has been stuck in there for a little while. Picking it up was a mistake.
Yahoo!
Oh, that's what happened. Bad tab.
Hey Stubbs. Oh, what's up, Joe? Yes. There is PvP in it. Very competitious PvP. If you do happen to get it, the server we're in is Isabella. So join. Join now. Don't even think about it. Just do it. Spend your money.
Don't do it. Save yourself. Not good enough. Ah, apparently good enough.
4-star. Is there a 5-star?
Nope, 4 stars the cap.
Oh. How disappointing.
Indeed.
What a thing to complain about. Oh, that's 1 out of 4. Mer.
It was a decidedly imperfect performance, and yet I still received the best reward. This game's standards are too low.
Whenever I mess up, I only want a 20% deduction, not a 25% deduction. Mer.
I mean, it's easier because then you can do 25%. Well, I think you literally were talking about that, so never mind.
No, that's what I'm talking about. 4 stars, 20%, 25% each, and then
Instead of 20.
20 or 25. I think I got my math right.
Well, I'm saying it was disappointing because that's like non-standard for rating systems. I think you missed that one. You did.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ooh.
Ooh, animation for it dying. Fancy.
Okay.
It was an important unit.
Was.
Yes.
Let's see. I just need to go straight this way. No, actually, it is south from here. So I do need to go this way.
Ooh.
Trying to read a map, but also getting distracted. Also bad at
Okay,
maps.
there's loot here.
Oop. So I'll go this way then. Pure solvent.
Treasure is the universal language.
Brings the family together for the holidays.
It encourages mass backstabbing. So it's perfect. Brings family together and thins it out.
Come, bring
Careful,
your families
that's
along
so
for the holidays. Ah. You see, I was out of getting weapon points. Oh.
Blighted. Is that like a new thing?
As far as I can tell, it basically functions like corruption, but it's a different stat, and so it runs off of different resistances.
Okay. So it's corruption, but annoying.
I think
It's
I think
corruption.
it's the Angry
It's lime
Earth.
flavored corruption.
It's the Angry Earth version. This one was with poison.
Oh. Okay, so if... Okay, so it's actually more dangerous than corruption. Because with corruption, you just take one-off damage when you succumb. With blighted, you eat like a 3-minute dot.
Yeah.
Yay!
What's next? Are we going to have maps?
I mean, admittedly, the first time I saw corruption, I thought it was going to be a if you get fully corrupted, you just die mechanic.
Yeah, that's what it
especially,
seems like.
especially given how it's treated in setting, you know.
Yeah.
It seemed like having your corruption fill up would be a much bigger deal than it is.
Corey, I'm losing health.
I mean, again, it's like it's not
Corey, we're all dying.
Oh, I'm coming. That bad?
You got distracted while we were dying.
Oh wow.
What?
Blight also makes it so that heals do very little.
Wait, where are you, Corey?
I had a syndicate mission here, and my brain got distracted while you disappeared for a bit. I thought you were gone.
We need to find a campsite. ASAP. Eating all the food.
Unfortunately, I don't. You need to stop that.
All right.
So Justin, could you pick us up before it's too late? Because I think we
I'm
found a way
just
around the
eating
blight.
Rations.
I hate water.
The one reason why I'm not dead is I have a bunch of trash rations I'm just eating.
It's an option.
It's a good use. Actually, that's like the fastest way to get your health back is just eating a bunch of food.
You say that, but it's staying stable, that's it.
Oh wow, so cool. I downed some brightness overload.
See
Right,
what
that's
is the
it.
Blight is a nuisance.
Yeah, yeah, I can't do any combat while I'm blighted.
All right.
Indeed.
So, but the sad news is Brohemian and I have to disappear, but I will help you with that quest when I get back, Ustin.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
well,
I
A
shouldn't
blight
have to be
in
here too long.
6, 5, 4.
All right.
Okay, so good to know. We need to actually avoid getting fully blinded.
You can make some bright tinctures.
Everyone play